An old woman lived in a courtyard where a Buddha statue stood, wearing a safety helmet. One day, a massive boulder fell from the sky without any warning, breaking off one of the Buddha's fingers. In the next moment, the high-rise building shaped like that finger came crashing down. It turned out that people were constructing a 5,000-meter-tall tower. Because the building resembled the Buddha's finger, it was named after it. But the higher the tower rose, the more frequently debris fell from the sky. Everyone on the street had to wear a safety helmet, terrified of being hit by falling rocks. The old woman, however, refused to leave her rundown home beneath the tower. Every day, she swept the debris from her yard. No matter how much she cleaned, by the next day, the yard would be covered again with rubble. But she kept sweeping because she couldn't abandon the Buddha statue in her courtyard. As time passed, more and more debris fell. All her neighbors had moved away to live near the high-rise towers, but she stayed behind alone, caring for the Buddha and sweeping away the stones. One day, she rested in her chair as stones continued to fall. Suddenly, a piece of rubble nearly hit her and almost took her life. Lying there, looking up at the thousands of lit windows in the towering building, the old woman finally gave in and decided to move away. But just as she was about to get into the car, she realized she couldn't bear to leave the Buddha behind. She put a safety helmet on the statue and prepared to leave, but the wind blew the helmet off the Buddha's head. The old woman stopped in her tracks. In the end, she changed her mind. She decided to take the Buddha with her. She began digging around its base. After only a few shovels, she hit something hard. It was the Buddha's lotus pedestal. She didn't give up and dug deeper. Despite the rain that suddenly began to pour, she heard her back in the rain and her umbrella was blown away by the wind. But when she finally crawled out of the hole, she froze in shock. Beneath the Buddha statue lay the entire buried body of a much larger Buddha. Only then did she understand this Buddha could not be moved. She knelt down, bowed 3 times, and turned to board the car. Not long after she left, another boulder fell onto the Buddha's finger, and the building named after it began to collapse. The car was forced to stop at the edge of a cliff. The old woman sat quietly, clutching the door. So, the question is, did you understand this story?